Alright, here's the 47th day of quitting drinking. 23, 34, 44, 45. Yeah, 47th day. So it's kind of flying by. I want to make this video about getting burnout. Okay, so it's raining outside. It's pretty terrible weather. It's getting colder. It's getting closer to the end of October in Chicago, and I and I slept like 13 hours yesterday morning. Yeah. And I couldn't get out of bed. I rode close to 300 miles. I think I went to the gym one or time, probably lifted weights 3 times. And I'm on the intermittent eating fasting diet. And I lost 3 pounds probably that last week, which is, glycogen, just burning stuff up. So it's probably a lot of water too. And so today I started working and I was just getting frustrated. And so I kind of got to where I was eating more food when I'd get frustrated. Like if I get mad, I'll start eating a little bit of food and I notice it goes away. So it has a lot to do with what you eat. And those are days that I'm still, probably got a lot of glycogen in my body. Because I'm just wearing myself out. So today, I got to fix. I made this video when I first started making videos about this thing in my ceiling. They didn't fix it. It was leaking water. And I had to tell the landlord. I'm always like, can you please fix it? And they're like, oh, he hasn't fixed it yet. The boss always says that, like, it's the other guy's fault, his employee. And he's like, oh, he didn't do a good job. And then I'm like, can you please get to it? And he's like, yeah. And I've said it for weeks now, and maybe 2-3 weeks. Because you can't see in the kitchen very well. And so, like, I kind of got mad. Well, I was mad for, like, 2 hours afterward, And, and I just noticed my backpack felt really heavy. Everything felt really heavy. And that's when this is like, I'm getting used to this now from quitting drinking and being more aware of things. That when things start getting I'm worn out and I need to take a break, I notice my ligaments hurt, my joints hurt. My joints are like a little more swollen, or they'll stay swollen if I lift weights. And I notice that I'm like tired, I'm getting exhausted quicker, and every delivery was like really hard. I wasn't light and it wasn't easy to move around. It also might have been because I ate this morning, but I kind of don't think that I was hungry, and usually if I'm really hungry and I eat, then I'm good. So it gives me energy, so I just didn't even have it. So I'm like, probably rode 300 miles this week, and if it's been a week, I think it's almost been 1 week since I started my mile calendar of doing stuff. So it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Yeah. So I've actually worked 7 days. Oh, I took this day. I worked 1 hour. So I'm having to take off 2 days within 7 days. Well, a half day. This is a half day work, pretty much. But and then I'm gonna try to work till I think I'm gonna take Saturday off when Mario comes out and try to play it all day and just get really far on the Nintendo Switch, because I love playing Nintendo games, like when the new one, like Metroid, Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda. So Contra. So it all went pretty good, and this week wasn't bad. I made close to, in those days, almost over $1,000. So I'm like on track. My goal is 1,200 a week, and then I met a girl, and when we been talking to each other, which is really awesome. That's like huge, just like dream, like of meeting somebody that I can talk to and communicate with, and work on things together, and like think about doing stuff. It's like, not be lonely, not be stuck in your own thoughts in your own world. And it's kind of hard. She lives in another city, so it's kind of a long ways away, but not too long on an airplane. So I just bought groceries. I could show you what I bought for food, for a week of food basically. I'll probably have to, hopefully I only buy like 20 more things cuz I got a lot of money I've been spending. I've been spending more money, about as much money as I'm making right now. And it's cuz I'm getting ready for winter and buying stuff that I can take off my taxes. And so I mean, hopefully it's not I'm addicted to spending money and being making myself happy by spending money, which just happens to me. I can tell that that's a thing that happens a little bit. So I got to cut down, but I mean, I think I need the things that I'm getting, I really think I think they're going to be useful. So they're like tools if I can look at it that way. Um so if you are quitting, I was going like that, but I'm just going like I start to do it. I'm always quitting. I'm quitting drinking, and I'm getting to this point where, when I do, the things I notice is that I either get depressed quickly in a day, I get angry in a day quickly. Um, and these aren't like major problems. They are to me because I'm trying to fix them, but they're just like little. Here's the day. Here's like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and then 4, 5, 6, 7, like quick. So it's like these little spikes of just like being mad, being depressed, being mad, you know. So I'm trying to fix those, and they mostly have to do with food, but today especially has to do with being burned out. I know it does because my joints hurt and my knees hurt, and I'm just tired. So I mean I don't feel mentally tired or physically tired necessarily. I feel heavy, and when I feel heavy, that's when I really think that that's when I gotta give my body a break. Um, so I'm gonna eat a lot of carbohydrates today, and try to get back with the glycogen, try to fill up my body with glycogen, and just eat as much as I kind of want today. I don't think I'm gonna do the fasting thing. I was gonna, but now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe I need to, eat a bunch of kale, spinach, sweet potatoes, hamburger, chocolate, whatever is gonna help me get this back. I'm still gonna try not to eat much sugar, but chocolate, it's probably got some in there, some ton of simple sugars that really, it's like a drug like crack. Compared to like slowly digesting it with in a strawberry. Um, so being burnout is a thing that can happen to you, and you should be aware that it is, with quitting drinking, it's gonna happen. And today it happened on a Monday, yesterday really, but it's continued in today, and I know it'll just keep going this week. So it's better that I just just quit now, because I mean I could even get hurt. I could like pull a muscle or something. And then I also noticed I'm kind of quitting while I'm ahead. Some people say before you take the last ski run, just quit. Just like, okay, one more, and then it's like, never mind, let's not do it. Older people say stuff like that. So it might be helpful. I mean, if I can't if I'm not recovering right now from breaking down my body this week, how am I gonna do it tonight? I'm just gonna be more exhausted tomorrow, I think. I mean, it wouldn't even be bad to take tomorrow off, but I do want to take off a day to play Mario, so I'm just gonna wait. So everything's working out. The money thing, my debt is slightly working out. I got a long ways to go. I got to start saving for stocks and paying off my college loan. Like, maybe in 2 weeks, I got to just pay off the whole thing, which is like $1,000, and then I'm totally done with that. And I've got it all on another credit card that I can start paying bigger amounts on and getting that down in like a couple months. Hopefully, have it paid off. So, if you're getting really frustrated, if you're getting angry, if you're getting mad, if you're getting depressed, think also about what if you're burnt out. Because if you're burnt out, if your body is, if your mind is, if you're not putting your mind where you want it to be, and you're getting burned out, then you're just, you're just kind of setting yourself up for these to have even more anxiety and more problems happening to you. And so, alcohol is a way to get away from it, and it does help temporarily. But in tomorrow when I wake up sick, it's gonna be, it'd be a problem, and it would be, I get a cold, and all of a sudden I can't work, and then all of a sudden I'm at the house, then that's a bigger problem. So if you can take a break, and how do you take a break? Well, I'm eating a bunch of carbohydrates. I'm gonna, wash clothes, do some things, wash my dishes, clean my house up. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because I want to start making music. Maybe I want to start drawing. Just let your mind do what it wants to do. Let your mind just, draw. Let your mind be creative. Go for a walk if you want to, but you don't. I don't want to stress out over another situation, like, oh, my guitar string broke on my guitar. Now I got to go fix that. Now I got to go fix this little thing. And it's stuck in my mind. I want to let my mind be completely free. Like, somehow make a connection between both hemispheres of my brain and let it communicate to each other. Let it do something that it hasn't got a chance to do for the week, Because, and see what I come up with. Maybe I'll come up with an invention that's going to change my whole life. So, I think I'm getting better at making these videos. I'm also feeling like life is actually working out. And today, one thing I noticed is people kept cutting me off. I'd ride my bike and somebody would just leave their dog on a leash out across the whole sidewalk, and I had to ride on the sidewalk because the cars are this close, to the other cars driving by, and you're supposed to ride in the street, but they're not giving me room. And then the lady has a leash across the sidewalk with her dog, and she's not acknowledging me. She didn't look to see me coming. And what does she want to happen? Why would you do that? I saw ladies pushing their kids out with strollers behind cars, and any car could come along and hit their kid, and they're not even paying attention, because I came out from behind a car and I put my brakes on, and I'm like, all right, go ahead. It's not a crosswalk, or it is, but you're just going too early. And I think it's bad weather, and I think that people have to prepare themselves for bad weather. People's moods change. People start acting kind of selfish, which is maybe because they have to be extra prepared and they're not for the weather. And now they're having to get things ready, so now they're late, and so now they're in a hurry, and so there's all this crap happening. People's face don't look like they're happy. So if you look at somebody and they're swearing, and all of a sudden they look at you and they have a bad look on their face, and you're looking at them, it's probably not because it's you that they're pissed off at. It's probably because they're pissed off with this weather. They're looking at you at the same afterward, and it's all just this little spiraling of people putting their, especially in a city where people can put their problems on other people, and to cut them off and just cause more stress and anxiety. And it's is it worth being out there on a day like this on a Monday? Screw it. It's bullshit. If you don't have to be, don't take in that anxiety. But at the same time, you can test it out too, and you can use it, and you can make the day a good day, and you can be happy, and you can help people out. There's one guy today, I told him he's makes Subway sandwiches, and I go, you make the best Subway sandwich out of anybody in the whole city I've ever been, because I've been to Subways all over the city, and they leave this much room out of the corner of the bread is Subway, with no lettuce, no meat, nothing. So you bite into it, it's all bread. Why? What are they They're not missing the bread because they don't want, I don't feel like they're missing the bread to make a perfect sandwich. They're missing the bread to save money. Why when you have a foot long sandwich, why is 2.5 inches of it not covered in vegetables and meat? It should be. So this guy covers the whole thing, and and I know people that are real cheap at Subway, really cheap. And so I'm totally, I'm you make the best of it. I give him $2. So anyway, good luck in life. Don't drink. There's a video. Another video.